Welcome student, I am Mr. Abhijit Bambre, working as assistant professor at Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce and Science College, Jawhar. Welcome again. In last video, we had discussed whole idea about unit second, that is atomic structure and periodicity. Today we are going to discuss atomic structure. In that, introduction, then atomic structure, then history of the atom given by Sir John Dalton in 1808, and history of atom that is given by Sir J. Thomson in 1898. As we know, what is mean by the matter? What is an atom? What is smallest unit of matter? As we know, or we are learned in 8th or 9th standard, the matter is made up of a molecule. Molecule are formed from the atom. Effectively, an atom is the smallest unit of a matter, and atom is the smallest particle of an element which retain the chemical identity in all the physical and chemical changes. As we know, matter is made up of a molecule, and molecule are formed from the atom. Effectively, an atom is a smallest unit of a matter, and atom is the smallest particle of an element which retain the chemical identity in all the physical and chemical changes. What is matter? Actually, is an anything that has mass and volume. Is an anything. Matter is an anything that has mass and volume. They occupy this space. For example, table would be said to be made up of a matter. Is an example. Suppose table is an example. Table would be said to be made up of a matter as it has mass and they occupy this space, volume. For example, solid, liquid and gas are the three states of a matter commonly found in earth. Matter are three types, that is solid, liquid and gaseous. There are three states of matter commonly found on earth. Matter म्हणजेच द्रव्य. द्रव्याचे तीन रूप आहेत, solid, liquid and gaseous. Next, we have learned in 8th or 9th standard the smallest particle of most of the substance are molecule. Smallest particle of most of the substances are called as molecule. Molecule is a form by a chemical combination of a atom. Molecule म्हणजेच रेणू, ॲटम म्हणजेच अणू, मॅटर म्हणजेच द्रव्य. गॉट इट? Smallest particles of most of the substances are molecule. Molecule is formed by a chemical combination of atom. From this we understand that the smallest particle of an element taking part in a chemical combination is an atom. The concept of atom is more than 2500 years old. However, it was forgotten in the course of time. In the modern time, the many scientists on the basis of many experiments explain the nature of atom as well as the internal structure of atom. आपण पाहिले की द्रव्य हे रेणूंचे बनलेले आहे. रेणू हे अणूपासून बनलेले असतात, म्हणजेच अणू हे द्रव्याचे सर्वात लहानात लहान एकक आहे. सर्व भौतिक व रासायनिक बदलामध्ये आपली रासायनिक ओळख कायम राखणारा मूलद्रव्याचा लहानात लहान कण म्हणजेच अणू होय. अणू मीन्स ॲटम. The smallest particle of most common substance are molecule. Molecule is formed by a chemical combination of atom. From this we are understand that the smallest particle of an element taking part in chemical combination is an atom. लहानात लहान कणाला अणू असं म्हणतात. अणू मीन्स ॲटम. आय एम रिपीटिंग, मॅटर मीन्स द्रव्य. इट मे बी सॉलिड, लिक्विड अँड गॅसियस. मॉलिक्यूल मीन्स रेणू. ॲटम मीन्स अणू. द स्मॉलेस्ट युनिट ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल इज ॲटम. नेक्स्ट, the term Parmanu is a Sanskrit term meaning an atom, was first used by Maharshi Kanad, an Indian sant and philosopher, to describe the ultimate particle of a matter. Ultimate means cannot be break down further. Several Western philosophers like Plato, Aristotle, Democritus, Lucretius also believe that matter is composed of extremely small and indivisible particle called as atom. Indivisible means cannot be break down. Atom is a Greek word which means indivisible means cannot be break down. The origin of idea that matter means dravya is composed of a small indivisible particle called as a domino means unbreakable, cannot be break further. That back to the time of Democritus, a Greek philosopher in 5th century. Next, atomic structure. All matter is a composed of atoms. Understanding the structure of atom is a critical to understanding the properties of matter. The atom, smallest unit of matter that retain the identity of the substance. That retain the identity of the substance. Atom is the smallest unit of matter that retain the identity of the substance. Means any chemical reaction, any physical changes, they retain the identity of substance. Next, history of the atom given by, or theory given by, John Dalton. According to John Dalton in 1808, he suggests that all matter was made up of a tiny sphere that were able to bounce around with a perfect elasticity and call them atom. Suggests that all matter means dravya, was made up of a tiny sphere, means small sphere, that were able to bounce around with a perfect elasticity and that called as atom. Theory given by Sir John Dalton, atomic theory in 1808. Matter is made up of a small indivisible ultimate particles called as atom. Means cannot be break down further. मीन्स आप उसको इतना तोडोगे की अब वो टूट ना सके. म्हणजेच तुम्ही एवढ्या लहानात लहान तुकडे कराल की अजून लहान तुकडा करू शकणार नाहीत. मॅटर इज मेड अप ऑफ ए स्मॉल indivisible or ultimate particle, and that particle are called as atom. Means they cannot break down further. All atoms, according to Sir John Dalton, all atoms of an element are equal. Means they having same size, they having same mass, they having same physical and chemical properties. Means all atoms of an elements are equal. It means atom having, suppose one element, xyz element having atoms, they having same size, same mass, same physical and chemical properties. Next, according to Sir Dalton, atoms of a different element are different. Atoms of a different element are different. Means they having different size, they having different mass, they having different chemical properties, and they having different physical properties. Next is the smallest particle of atomic material which can be participate in a chemical reaction. They take part in a chemical reaction. Next, equal and dissimilar atoms form a molecule. According to Dalton, equal and dissimilar atoms form a different elements by combination or by chemical reaction. They form a molecule. Next, it cannot be created or destroyed by any physical or chemical changes. Means according to Sir Dalton, atom cannot be created, cannot be destroyed by any physical or any chemical changes. Is a theory given by Sir John Dalton in 1808. He said matter is made up of a small indivisible unbreakable particles, or smallest particle are called as atom. Then all atoms of an element are equal. All atoms of an element are equal. Then atoms of a different element are different. Then is the smallest particle of atomic material which can participate in chemical reaction. Equal and dissimilar atoms form a molecule. And last one, it cannot be created, it cannot be destroyed by any physical or chemical changes. इस थ्योरी से आज के विज्ञान को रचा है. जॉन्स डाल्टन थ्योरी हैविंग सो मेनी लिमिटेशन, बट इसी थ्योरी से आज के विज्ञान को रचा गया है. It means all atoms of an element are equal. Are limitation of Dalton theory. Actually, there is some element having different mass and size. We called as isotopes. And third one, atoms of a different element are different. Actually, to overcome the Dalton theory, isobars means समभारिके, different element having, according to Dalton, atoms of a different element are different, but nowadays to overcome the Dalton theory, there is some element having same atomic size and same mass called as isobars. And second one, according to Dalton, all atoms of an element are equal. But nowadays, to overcome the Dalton theory, there is some element having different mass and size of an atom were found, we called as isotopes. But Dalton theory is very important. On the basis of Dalton theory, there is new experiment or new theories were put forward on the basis of Dalton theories. Next, what is an atom? Atoms are composed of a smaller subatomic particles such as proton, neutron, and electron. Atoms contain a nucleus surrounded by an electron cloud that consists of one or more energy levels. Nucleus, small, dense, and positively charged center of the atom, which contain most of the atom's mass. Next, Dalton atomic theory. Representation of Dalton atomic theory. Atoms of element X and here atoms of element Y, we get a compound of element X and Y. According to Sir Dalton, actually matter is made up of a small individual. Indivisible means cannot be break down further. All atoms of an element are equal. Next, atoms of a different element are different. Third, is a smallest particle of an atomic material which can participate in chemical reaction. Third, equal and dissimilar atoms form a molecule. Then it cannot be created or it cannot be destroyed by any physical or chemical changes. To overcome the Dalton theory, there is new theories given by Sir J.J. Thomson that we will discuss in next lecture.